Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm just going to be working on my dirt bike a little bit. I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing for most of it, but I'm going to start by replacing my chain and sprockets. I've got the new ones there, old ones still on there and on the bike. So, I'm going to be taking those off, getting the new ones on. I'll put them side by side to compare them a little bit once I do get the old ones off. Other than that, I may start taking the carb off, getting closer to putting that gasket on, and I may even get the gasket on, I don't know. Alright, so I've got the old ones off now. As you can see, this is new, this is old. The old one, you can almost see the teeth are kind of scooped out a little bit, whereas the new ones, they're all just flat. Same on the rear sprocket. They're all kind of scooped out and worn down quite a bit. Alright, so I got the new sprocket on the back, and then I was working on getting the front ready to go on, so I decided to pull out the O-ring right there and check inside there, get it all kind of cleaned out. Just make sure there's less of a chance of it leaking, because I think it might have been leaking a little bit already, but just kind of clean it out, make sure it's not going to leak more if it was leaking already. So I'm going to get that thrown back together, and then I'm going to get the rear wheel cleaned out and get new grease on the rear axle and get that on the bike. Alright, so I didn't really record any of that, but I did get the rear axle all greased up, got it back on there, got the tire on there, obviously. As you can see, it's spinning freely. That rubbing is just the brake pads on the rotor, nothing too bad. It's all moving freely, no issues, so that's good. Alright, so that last clip you saw was a few days ago. I kind of got busy with some other stuff I was doing and wasn't able to actually get to editing that video. So I'm just gonna film more today, add that on to what you just watched, and just make one video out of it. So right now, I'm gonna be greasing the steering head bearings, getting all the grease in there, slapping that back together. And then after that, I'll probably move on to the next thing. At this point, I don't really know what that's going to be. It just depends on what I feel like doing, what I can do, that type of stuff. So I'm going to get going on that. Alright, so as you can see, I've got them out, and the grease looks kind of gnarly, a little dirty. It was a little stuck in there, so I'm kind of thinking it's been a while since those were greased. And this is the grease that I'll be using for this. It's the same grease I put on the axle, the rear axle when I put it on. I'll put it on the front axle too. Just some stuff that my dad had laying around the house, and it'll work just fine for what I'm using it for. So I just wanted to add, I got all the old grease off, as you can see. I mean, there is still a little bit in there every now and then, but it's actually rolling smoother now than with all the grease on there. Bearings all packed, got a bunch of grease in there, looking good. I don't know how well the camera's going to pick it up, but all that dark brown color, that's all still grease, and it's all dried and pretty solidified on there. So at this point, I'm just going to pack some new good grease in there. Alright, so as you can see, it kind of just turned all this blue grease just right into brown just because of how dirty and how much grease is still in there. So I'm thinking next time I do anything with these bearings, I'm just gonna replace them. Like I could probably spend a lot more time trying to get that clean and get fully good grease in there, but at this point in time I'm just not that worried about it. I know I've got good grease in there, even though it looks a little dirty. I feel confident running it, so I'm just gonna get that all slapped back together and probably get going on something else. Alright, so I got the triple clamp on, decided to throw the forks on real quick. So I've got that going, and at this point I've decided to leave this video here, and then I'll pick up right here in the next video. So if you like the video, hit like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys on the next video.
Sometimes I contemplate, cause one day you feel so close and the next is out of sight. But I know I gotta hold on tight to go back to just going out every night. Like if I'm about to let it go now.